Om Shanti students. Now I am going to discuss the uncertainty in measurement. This is the second topic of the first chapter, some basic concept of chemistry. In previous class I had already discussed about the importance of the chemistry. Now I am going to discuss the uncertainty in measurement. All of you know students, when you measure any physical quantity either in gram or meter, centimeter, kg, pound, anything, whatever the physical instrument to measure the any physical quantity, that instrument has its error. So every instrument has its error, that is called the experimental error, and sometimes the human being do mistake during the measuring, that is called the manual error. So whenever you measure any things with the help of any instrument having some manual error and some instrumental error. So even in physics, when you measure the thickness of the glass through the spherometer, or when you measure the thickness of the wire through the screw gauge, so that has the least count. To measure the accurate value, we multiply the least count of that the instrument. So in physics that one also discuss in detail, but here the topic the uncertainty in measurement. So it is clear, so anything is measured, any physical quantity is measured means having certain uncertainty and some error. So first of all, under this topic I will discuss the scientific. Under this topic, the first topic is scientific notation. After that I will discuss the precision and accuracy. Precision and accuracy. Then next topic will be significant figures. So under this topic I will discuss three terminology: scientific notation, precision and accuracy, and significant figures. So first come to the scientific notation. So in chemistry, all of you know, suppose you have to count the number of molecules. So naturally molecule and atom is very smallest particles. So in 1 milligram substance, just imagine how many number of atom and molecule, means that is very large. Sometimes suppose you weigh the weight of hardness, means in water, means the weight of the calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate. So that is very least quantity in 1 liter water. The calcium bicarbonate dissolved in 1 liter water, that is very least quantity. Suppose you write the 0.00025 gram of calcium bicarbonate, or suppose number of molecule you calculate the 258,900, like that number of molecules suppose you have calculated. So very large number and very least value or small value is not easier to express. So in order to remove this difficulty, generally we express that measurement into the scientific notation. So scientific notation can be expressed by this formula n into 10th power x, where n is integer lies between 1.00 to 9.99. This value, that one, that means when you express that the value, after one digit from left side you keep the decimal point and then raise the power to the 10. So this is the general expression. So you can say scientific notation is the way to represent the measurement or number by this notation n into 10 to the power x. So on the basis of that you can express that value 0.0025. So on the basis of that you can write here 2.5 into 10 to the power how many digit move towards right side 1 2 3 4. So you can raise the power minus 4. If you move from towards left side then that positive value to the power 10, and if you move towards the right side then you have to raise the power negative sign over the 10, like that. This one 258900 you have to express in this notation. So you have to write 2.58900 how many 1 2 3 4 5. After 5 digit here the decimal point given, so you can write here 10 to the power 5. So 2.589 into 10 to the power 5 you can write like that. Okay. So this is the scientific notation. The value is same. This one expressed on in scientific notation 2.5 10 to the power minus 4, and this one indicated by this 2.589 10 to the power 5. So that is easier and to express during the chemical calculation. So now I am going to discuss the next terminology, precision and accuracy. Just you think, students, suppose you have to measure the anything. Suppose this pen you have to measure with the help of a scale. What's the length of this pen? So you just put beside the scale, and sometimes when suppose that value coming here 10.5, but here some instrumental error and some manual error. Suppose this is kept like this, and now you are viewing this one, and suppose that one coming like that and you are viewing from this side. So exactly that end point of this pen just coincide with fourth digit, a fourth division. Here the 10 and 1 2 3 4 division, and suppose you are viewing this one from these sides and that coming like that, because when it coincide that one, and if you not view in proper way, that end point of the pen and that division will not exactly observe. So from left side and right side means one division may be greater or lesser that one. So it is always measured, that's why it is always measured in eye level, and that the just perpendicular to that one, not the right side or left side, then some error will come. So it is clear, when anything is measured with the help of any instrument, naturally some the error will come. For that purpose here the next terminology given, precision and accuracy. When you measure anything by again and again and different data is given, then how can you say that is the accurate value, or if not accurate then it is the precise, means that is nearer to the correct value. So just you try to understand the precision and accuracy. Student, every experimental measurements has some amount of uncertainty associated with it. However, one would always like the result to be precise and accurate. Whenever we talk about the measurement, precision and accuracy terms are often referred. In that case, if suppose not exact value, in that case the precision and accuracy term will be used. So here the definition given, precision, what is the precision? Precision refers to the closeness of the various measurement for the same quantity. Okay, it is precision refers to the closeness of various measurement for the same quantity. Suppose accurate or true value of the measurement given, and you measure again and again or by different experimental instrument, and the different value coming, slightly come, not much more, but which measurement close to or nearer to that the true value, that is known as precision. And measurement, while accuracy, the precision is clear, precision refers to the closeness of various measurement for the same quantity, while accuracy is the agreement of the particular value to the true value of the results. Followed? So just you take some example, on the basis of that you can easily understand the accuracy and precision. So definition, first point, sometimes the question comes, what distinguish between the precision and accuracy? You have to give the point, first 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. If it comes in 1 marks, only 1 point should be given, or if suppose that question comes in 2 marks, in that case the 2 point will be given in the same way. So just you point out that one, what is the difference between precision and accuracy. So first point you can take definition, precision refers to the closeness of various measurement for the same quantity, while accuracy is the agreement of particular value to the true value of the results. So just you take one the example, and that can be also confirm the given data precise of that the value or that the accurate value. So some mathematical relation now, here the accuracy, mathematical relation, accuracy, here the mean value you can take minus true value, while precision, that mathematical expression given individual value and minus mean, arithmetic mean value. So on the basis of that, the given data can be decided that the given data is accurate or precise. Okay. So for that purpose, just I am going to give some example for that data base, that one. So just you can take now here one example here. Suppose the 3 students reported the data, the student A in by the different experimental observation, first experimental observation and second experimental observation. Just you take this one, first, second, and now here you can write the mean value. Suppose one stone is measured whose the true measurement is 2 gram, 2.0 gram. It is true value. That a stone, the true value, the weight of that stone is 2 gram. But suppose here the 3 students weighed that stone in first experimental observation, second one, and that student reported according to their measurement here given 1.95 and this is 1.93, that mean value coming 1.94, and now B here 1.93 and 2.05 and mean value that coming 1.99, and for C student that reported 1.99 gram and 2.01 gram and 2.0 gram, the mean value, that one. Okay. So just we decide here the three students provided their data, and we can observe the whose data is accurate or precise. Okay, according to a statement, here you know, here the accuracy mean value minus true value. Smaller the value between mean value and true value, greater the accuracy or larger is the accuracy. Smaller the value between mean value and true value, means the difference between mean value and true value, larger is the accuracy. Okay, so just you observe here, the mean value here 1.94, and now here the true value is the 2 gram. Okay, so can you say it is the accurate data? It is not accurate data, because here the true value is 2 and 1.94 gram. Just you here the mean value 1.94 and minus 2, just that value how much, that is 0.06 gram, that one. So it is not the accurate, but just you find here, you can say here the data, observe 1.95, 1.93, that's individual value. Here the one individual value 1.95 and the mean value 1.94, so that not much difference, and 1.93 and minus 1.94. So you can say the student A reported their data. So student A reported his data, that is precise according to this mathematical expression. As I told you know, here the smaller the value between difference between mean value and true value, larger is the accuracy. In the same way, smaller the value between individual value and the mean value, the higher will be the precise or greater will be the precise. So here you can say that there is no much difference between the mean value and the observed data. Okay, so you can say the student A reported his data, that is precise but not accurate, The same way that the student B, he provided his data 1.93 and 2.05, and now here mean value coming 1.99. Okay, so you can say here just 1 point difference between individual value and mean value 1.93 and 1.99, much difference 2.05 and 1.99. So that is not the close the. So what I told, the smaller the value between difference between individual value and mean value, greater will be the precise. So it is not precise, and the true value 2 gram but mean value coming 1.99. So neither it is precise nor it is accurate. But the student C, he reported his data 1.99 and 2.01, and average value coming the 2.0, that is the exact value to the true value. So you can say it is the accurate value, and there is no much difference between individual value and mean value. So you can say it is precise as well as it is the accurate. So you can take the another data. Another data here, suppose the length of the book measured by the student, and the length of the book, that is true value given here 10.5 centimeter, but the four student A, B, C and D reported their data by 3 experimental observation, 1, 2, 3, and now you have to write down the mean value. It is suppose 10.3, 10.4 and 10.5, and now here mean value coming the 10.4. Okay, and now student B reported 10.0, 10.1, 10.2 and 10.1, 10.1, 10.0, 10.1 and 10.2 and 10.1 here, this one. 10, 10.1, 10.2, that one, and average value coming here the 10.1. Now next the student 10.4, 10.6, 10.5 and 10.5, that one, and fourth student that is 10.8, 10.7, 10.9 and 10.8, that is the mean value. So just you observe now, according to that mathematical true value, you know 10.5. So now it is not the it is the nearer to that true value. So you can say 10.3, 10.4, 10.5. So not so nearer, but you can say it is the poor precise, and you can say not so precise and not accurate, and but it is the precise, and you can say it is the not so good precise and not so good accurate, because accurate value here, true value here 10.5 and that coming 10.4, not exactly. So you can't say it is the accurate, but it is nearer. So it is the not so good precise, not so good accurate. Now here the student B. So just you observe now all things, what the difference, 3 experimental observation, and now here the mean value, there is no much difference. Okay, there is no much difference. So you can say it is the precise, that is nearer to the mean value, individual value minus mean value. There is no much difference between the individual value and mean value. So you can say it is precise but not accurate, because it is not nearer to that the true value. Okay, student B. And now here student C, about student C 10.4, 10.6 and 10.5, and here you are observing now here difference in accuracy 10.5. So it is the true and also the precise, not much difference between individual value and mean value, and the mean value just exact to the true value. So you can say the student C data is precise as well as it is accurate. But about the D student, what you decide? Now here the 10.8 and that true value 10.5, not the accurate, and now here there is difference 0.1 difference here only, individual value and mean value. So you can say it is the good precise but not accurate. So on the basis of that given data, you can point out the another things. One notable point you can say, when the true value is not given, when true value is not known, what happens? You just think over it. Then it becomes very difficult to calculate the accuracy. If true value is not given, then it is very difficult to calculate the accurate value. In such cases, precision of the measurement is calculated. When accurate value is not decided, then we precise that the value according to this result. Suppose here that is not nearer to the true value, but what he observed, 3 experimental just nearer to each other. So it is the precise but not the accurate, because accuracy. So on the basis of this statement, you can say the accurate result are generally precise. Accurate results are generally precise, but precise result need not be accurate. This is the another point, difference between the accuracy and precision. Followed? So I think all of you understood the accuracy and precision. Now next terminology, that is the significant figure. Next terminology, significant figure. So you can write down this one. The uncertainty in the experimental or calculated values is indicated by mentioning the number of significant figure. Okay, in other words, you can say significant figure are meaningful digits which are known with certainty. So whenever anything you measure, suppose you are measuring the length of the book with the help of scale. So naturally the last digit, suppose that coming here the 10.5 centimeter length of that book. So that 0.5 means that end point of that book coinciding with the fifth division. So it is not sure that one coinciding at fifth division, maybe that coinciding with fourth division or maybe coinciding with the sixth. That means that number associated with certain number as well as uncertain number, both means uncertainty associated with any measurement. That's why here the significant figure is considered. So for that here just you define here the uncertainty in the experimental or calculated value is indicated by mentioning the number of significant figure, and definition is significant figure are meaningful digit which are known with the certainty. So last digit may be uncertain by +1 or -1. Followed? So there are certain rules to find the significant figure of the given measurement. So you have to know the rules to find the significant figure of any measurement. Okay. So first of all you write down the significant rule for finding the significant figure, and you generally get one question in exam, certain number provided, and the question asks that write down the significant figure of the following expression. So it is also important, generally 1 marks question drop from that topic, significant figure. So just write down the rule for finding the significant figures. First rule you can write here, all digit all digits of measurements are considered as significant figure. Okay. Second rule you can write the all zeros all 0 left side to the first non-zero digit is not considered significant figure. For example, 0.052. So here the 0 left side to the non-zero digit here coming, so it is not considered as a significant figure. So here non-zero digit only 2 here, so significant figure coming here the 2. Answer here the significant figure of this measurement, that is 2. And third, you can say all 0 between non-zero digit are considered significant figure. For example, 2.3005, this is the one measurement, 2.3005. Now here 0 comes between two non-zero digit, so that will be considered as significant figure. So total significant figure you can write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So significant figure of this measurement is 5. Okay. Now next rule. Next rule, significant all 0, you can write all zeros right side to non-zero digit are not considered significant figure. For example, here 2500. So here significant figure, that is the only 2, this 0 will not consider, but here decimal point is given 2500.0, then it will be considered. So in this case significant figure will be here 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case you can consider or not. Here the rule may be consider or not, because when you express the scientific number, you can write here 2.5 into 10th power 3, or you can write 2.50 into 10th power 2. So in this case, if you express the significant figure, in this case only 2 significant figure, but in this case here the 3 significant figure. So in that case the significant figure may be considered or not. And now last rule here, in any given expression having the multiplication and division, and you have to find the significant figure. For example, 2.5 into 8305 and by 28.07. Suppose here the one expression given and you have to find the significant figure. In that case, the various agent what do? That one multiply and divided by this and then find the significant, but you never do that. For that, here one rule is given: in any expression having the multiplication and division in that the number, then that significant figure of that expression is considered in that number having least significant figure. उसमें से जो least significant figure है उसको as a significant figure मानते हैं. In this expression here the significant figure of this number 4 and this one also 4, but this one here 2. So significant figure in this expression the number having least significant figure, this one, that means two significant figures, so answer will be 2. Okay, so in this way the uncertainty in measurement, the three terminology here are discussed. One, the scientific notation, second the precision and accuracy, and third one is the significant figure. So next class I will discuss the law of chemical combination. So thank you for the listening.